Most complimented fragrances worth buying in 2020, starting with Spice Bomb, the most extreme best fragrance for cold weather, fall or winter. It's got an opposing fragrance notes like saffron, leather, and chili fighting with the grapefruit and the bergamot, and it gives it a delicious fiery taste to it. And it's mass appealing, and it lasts 10 to 12 hours, and it gets huge, enormous compliments. It's a little bit pricey, but worth every single penny. Or you can get its little brand new brother. It's called Spice Bomb Night Vision. It has grapefruit in it. So does this one as well. But this one also uses green apples and mandarins. It's a little bit different, not as spicy. It does have geranium, clove, and sage and earthy notes like that. It's got red pepper and tonka beans and almonds. And when you spray this, it's more on the fragrance lovers blogs and things. They kind of give it hate and tell us, everyone, that it's ununique. And why did Victor and Rolf bother making this Spice Bomb Night Vision? Spice Bomb Night Vision, why did they bother it? It's understandable that people are upset about this fragrance because the scent profile and the longevity is not as good. It's still good, 8 hours. It's just not as good as regular Spice Bomb. But when you walk by a female, she's not gonna say to you, "Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you wearing Spice Bomb? You're wearing Spice Bomb Night Vision? How dare you?" No, she's gonna say, "Dang, you smell good AF." So that's that. But to break the notes down for this one a little bit more, people are saying that it's compared to YSLY or Invictus, but if you actually took the notes and compare them to another fragrance, it would be closely related to Armani Code Profumo. Of course, this is the king. There's no doubt about it. Spice Bomb Original, but Spice Bomb Night Vision is if you don't like it so spicy, you want something a little bit less aggressive, but with a little more mass appeal, you get the Spice Bomb Night Vision. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what fragrances to purchase, how to apply them, and get the best fragrances to get you the most compliments. And if you're new here, my name is Christian O, fragrance lover since 1996. You've landed on Best Brands Perfume. If you want to smell better for less, talk about all things fragrances related, and connect with other fragrances down in the comments below, all you gotta do is click on playlist. We have over 250 videos to watch. The next fragrance worth buying, especially for cold weather, is called Ford Oud Wood. It's a great introduction into the world of oud. It's got green cardamom and pepper, rosewood, sandalwood. It's got some tonka and delicious vanilla in it. It's sweet and calming and fresh and spicy. I heard on another professional perfumer talk about that the notes that are used in here create an essence of oud, and it's not really real oud, authentic oud, but who knows, it's listed in their fragrance description on the website that it has oud in it. That's very interesting. The prices on this is $200 to $400 depending on what size you get, and the value of this is 8 to 10 hours. It's a very refreshing scent. Or you could try this. It's called Supremacy Gold by Afnan. It has the same amber and vanilla and oud in it, but in the front it uses cumin and spicy nutmeg instead of the pepper and the rosewood that this uses. It has some light violets in it and peach blossoms. Ultimately, it lasts just as long as Ford Oud Wood. It's got just as nice of a huge sillage and scent trail as this Ford Oud Wood. And to help support the channel, you can purchase this for a special price for you viewers of only $28. Next up, we have Valentino Uomo. It came out in 2016, but this is called Valentino Uomo Intense, the 2016 version. It's a professional smelling fragrance with nuances of elegant leather, powder, and iris, vanilla, tonka, masculine yet soft and strong all at the same time. Meant to be more masculine, more stronger, longer lasting than the original Valentino Uomo. The top notes are bright mandarins, and you have aromatic sage and cool powdery iris to finish it off. It's very elegant, closes with that leather and vanilla deliciousness. Ultimately, it's a very exquisite professional fragrance with 7 to 8 hours long lasting, 3 hours projection, and you can buy this for average price around $100 all over department stores or websites. It's called Valentino Uomo Intense. Next, I'm going to tell you a quick little story about a very affectionate compliment I got receiving this fragrance. But first, I want to show you this next up that's worth buying in 2020. It's called Terre de Hermes Parfum. Top notes of orange and grapefruit. Middle notes consist of pepper and pelargonium, which is like a geranium. It also has benzoin, which is like the tree resins they extract from Asian trees. It's a citrusy fragrance. It has a moderate sillage, but it's very long lasting. It's made by Hermes. It's simply a great fragrance that's refreshing, gets lots of compliments. It's sexy, above average performance, perfect to wear with office clothes, perfect to wear in casual clothes, executive suits, or even street clothes and jeans. Now the next fragrance we're going to talk about, it's slightly controversial. It's called Christian Dior Sauvage Parfum. It's brand new release. François Demachy created this one. Ultimately, it's a rich fragrance. It's intoxicating orientals and bergamots and spices and sandalwood from Sri Lanka. Very high quality and intense and mysterious. It's got frankincense. It just came out in 2019. The Eau de Parfum right here works a little better. If you notice, one just says Parfum and one says Eau de Parfum, so don't get it confused. This is the Parfum we're talking about. It's more expensive, more rich, and the Central isn't here on this like it is on the Eau de Toilette. Now I know this could be confusing. You have the Eau de Toilette, the first one that came out that everybody wears. Then you got the Eau de Parfum that came out shortly after that. And now you have pure Parfum. So this is the most highly concentrated one. The fragrance tells a story like if you wear this, you feel very confident yet mysterious. Like, don't mess with me. That kind of story. You might wear a leather jacket even. It would pair up well. It does get very good compliments. I tried it. I'm still testing it. I wore it yesterday in the first hour. I had a lot of women saying, wow, you smell good. What are you wearing? I just kind of didn't answer them because that's how it made me feel. Sauvage Parfum is probably $150 now on their website. And here's the affectionate story I have to tell you. Recently, I started going to a new dental office, and while I was in the waiting room, I was wearing this fragrance I'm about to show you, and the sexy dental hygienist walked by me while I was sitting on the chair and smelled me and whispered in my ear. She said, "You smell amazing," and she walked away all in one move and turned her head and gave me a naughty look. That was the compliment I got while wearing Creed Aventus Cologne from 2019. It's just like Creed Aventus, but fresher, better, and it's got, we can't say it's better. It's a completely different fragrance. It uses mint and green apple instead of regular apple, and Creed Aventus does not have the mint. Ultimately, it's more fresher, invigorating. And does it last long? Yes, it does last. It lasted 20 hours on me. Does it project? Well, that's a little different story. It projects like 90 minutes, but does it give you compliments that give you dirty looks like I got? That's kind of a funny story there, but yes, it got me lots of compliments that day. Even the dentist, when I sat in his chair, said, "What are you wearing?" And he doesn't know anything about colognes. He thought it was Polo or something, but this gets the job done. It does cost about $435 on the Creed website. Maybe you find it on discount sites for $350, or you can simply get this, which is nowhere near as good, but it's got different ingredients where they use really high quality hand-picked ingredients, but Afnan Silver Supremacy smells at 80 to 90% as the same as this, or Creed, mostly same as Creed Aventus, and does the same job and lasts for 8 to 10 hours, and you can get that at Best Brands Perfume for a special low price for you viewers. Question of the day is, what are some fragrances that got you some hardcore compliments? I'd like to know. Comment down below. I'll comment right back. I don't know what fragrance got you a real strong, affectionate compliments. Now this next fragrance I'm going to show you doesn't last long. It lasts 3 to 4 hours. But does it smell amazing? Yes. Is it expensive? Yes. Does it have a corny bottle? Probably. You'll think it's corny. It's called Carolina Herrera Bad Boy, but it got me some massive compliments. I was minding my own business in a coffee shop, Starbucks, just standing in line. Next thing I know, the barista said, "Ooh, who smells so good?" And the lady next to me, and next thing I knew, I had 3 women trying to smell me, going, "Ooh, what is that? What is that?" This is what it was. It's called Carolina Herrera Bad Boy. It came out in 2019. It's got citrus, a little pepper, and sage, which is like an earthy, herbaceous note. And sage is also an essential oil that clears out negative energy, so it does instantly make you feel great when you wear it. It comes in a lightning bolt bottle like this with a gold stand. It's just a delicious, comforting, fresh, invigorating fragrance that gets massive compliments. Speaking of bad boy fragrances like that, you can still sample them for $14.95 using this cool scent sprayer that's available at Best Brands Perfume, or you can get 3 of them for $34.95 if you become a member. Pretty cool deal. The number 1 on the list, most complimented fragrance to consider buying in 2020 is Giorgio Armani Code Absolu It's very similar to the Code Profumo, much better than the old school Code. And it just, you will think it's Code Profumo if you've smelled it before. It's got green apple in it, some mandarin as well. Those are nice, beautiful citruses, and a tonka note throughout the whole thing. Got delicious vanilla wood dry down as well. It's classy and creamy and long lasting and projects well. Lots of compliments, and it mixes well with a suit or in casual clothes. Antoine Maisondieu created both of these. And if you are wondering how I got those compliments earlier, when I sprayed this Creed cologne on, I sprayed it 1, 2, 3, 4 here and 2 in the back, so 6 shots is how I spray the fragrance 6 times. And here's another fragrance you can consider getting it. You could spray 6 times. It's called 212 VIP Black. I believe this came out in 17 or 18. It's a delicious, very highly complimented what are you wearing type fragrance, and it does last long and it does smell really good and it makes you feel good. And then if you like Ralph Lauren products, you might consider Polo Red Rush. It's another good one. And if you like this type of video, consider watching this video right here. So YouTube is suggesting it this time just for you.